Hey everybody, it is Linda and I am here in the Thermidor kitchen in our Hanover showroom, and we are going to be cooking a turkey breast in the steam convection oven using both steam and convection. So to start, I have a 7.5 pound turkey breast here. You can do this with up to a 14-pound turkey. Anything larger than that won't really fit in your oven and won't cook as well as you want it to. You've noticed that I've got it directly on the oven rack, which I've taken out of the oven. I've also taken all of the racks out of the oven. You'll see that in a minute. So this will be the only thing that goes in, and the solid steamer pan. So right underneath that rack. So I dried off my turkey. Some of the juices drip in, that's okay. They're gonna just help us make yummy gravy. So that's okay. Dried off my turkey. I melted some butter on our induction cooktop a little bit earlier. So that's half a stick of butter. To that, I am going to add a couple of pieces of chopped up rosemary, as well as some sage, which I also chopped up earlier. And then I'm going to add some salt and pepper. And this is a mixture of 1 part pepper to 2 parts kosher salt. And I'm going to add about half of this, and it seems like a lot, but it's really going to go to flavoring your turkey and your gravy. So you want it to be a little bit heavier than you might think. And we're just gonna brush that right on our turkey. And I like to do melted butter instead of softened butter because it sticks to the turkey a heck of a lot better. And my oven is not on right now. We're gonna actually start this from a cold oven. You can do a 14-pound whole turkey in about an hour and a half this way. This is all but ready to go into our oven. I'm gonna stick in my temperature probe. And the way you want to stick in your probe, if you stick it straight down in, you're going to hit bone. Bone's going to get hot before the rest of the meat. So we're actually going to go, instead of straight down, we're going to go from the thinner end, towards the thicker end. And you want to go kind of alongside the bone. And if you hit bone, pull it back out. On your temperature probe, the tip of the probe is really what sets that tests that temperature. So you want the tip of the probe to be in the thickest part of the turkey. All right, before I put this in the oven, I'm gonna actually put some onions and lemons around, and maybe in if you want to put it in, but you don't have to stuff it in. And we'll take these leftover sprigs of rosemary and sage and do the same thing. You can put some thyme in here if you have time. Slide it in and plug in the probe. All right, so we're at 320 degrees is our temperature. We're on steam convection. We've got the oven timer set for an hour and a half. I'm going to hit start. And we are gonna keep an eye on this. I'm gonna check it in about 45 minutes to check the temperature. But in just a couple minutes, the probe temperature should pop up on the screen for us, so we shouldn't even need to open the oven to check it with a meat thermometer. Our goal is to hit 160 degrees. And then we will turn off the steam, go convection only for the last 15 minutes or so, and let that skin really brown up. All right, so this has been in here a little more than an hour, and we're just gonna double check the temperature, but you can see some nice juices down there, which are gonna make some great gravy. We're at 161, so that's perfect. I'm gonna go to convect roast on this. We're gonna bump up the temperature to 400 degrees. And we're gonna let that go for about 10-15 more minutes until it's nice and brown on the outside. In the meantime, I have been preheating my lower oven. If you don't have a lower oven, no worries. One of the nice things about cooking Thanksgiving dinner is if you cook your turkey first, while it's resting, everything else can go in the oven and it all comes out ready for you to eat on time. So we are ready to pull this out of the oven. Bring this right over here. I'm gonna tent this with foil and let it sit for about 45 minutes. It'll continue to cook internally. The temperature will come up to between 170 and 180, which is the perfect temperature to carve it at. All right, my turkey has rested and I am going to start carving. We're gonna take just a piece off here. One juicy, delicious turkey. that you can make in less than 2 hours. Enjoy.